Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another Craft With Me video. Today we're going to be making these really adorable journal cards that are going to be in a pocket. So let me show you one of my samples. So this is the pocket. I made it gusseted just because I do have a little bit of a folded paper behind this journal card, but that's our pocket. Summer has filled her veins with light. Love that. And then this is our girl that's filled with light. And then basically what's happening here is we've got this hidden or masked paper clip, and we've got a writing space on the back of this journal card. So it's fairly long. So it's that long. Okay. I'm going to flip it over. You've got another adorable picture on the back and 3 more panels of writing paper. So that's what we're going to be making today on camera. And I do want to preface this video by saying that I purchased my new webcam. I did my last video, had a lot of comments about the focus still being a problem. And I want you to know that I take that seriously. It frustrates me to no end that I have not been able to figure it out. And so I did do a little bit of playing around with the autofocus. So on the current cam that I'm using right now, I turned off the autofocus, bumped it all the way down so there's no autofocus happening at all. And so I'm hoping that that's going to help us until I have another solution. So the cost of that is you might experience the video being a little bit more grainy, not as crystal clear as you've seen in the past, but I think that's a better trade-off because I don't want people, feeling seasick about watching me create. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. I hope that you'll leave me some feedback in the comments and let me know what your experience was like. I would really, really appreciate it. My husband is feeling like I need to invest in a actual camera, a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera or something that is higher quality that we're not going to have to fight with these autofocus issues, so that you don't have to give up the sharpness and the being. I can bring things up, but they're going to get a little bit blurry as I get closer to the camera. So that's what I experimented with last night. So without further ado, and we'll stop talking about camera issues. It is the bane of my existence. I'm telling you guys. I mean, I'm okay technically speaking. I figured out a lot of stuff on my own, but I'm getting older and my brain just can't wrap itself around things quite as well. So this is another one that I did off camera. I forgot to decorate this one actually, so I'll have to do that off camera. But this one is a little bit different in that it's a square card. So let me give you the measurements. This is from the Wild Rose Bohemian kits, all the beautiful Bohemian stuff. So this measures 5 inches by 4 3/4, and I did use the same image on both the front and the back just because they were the same size, and I think she's just absolutely gorgeous. So this one you can see has 3, let me hold it the other way, has 3 writing spaces, a little bit smaller obviously, and then 3 again on the back side. So great way to add some journaling space. I will decorate this paper clip like I did the other one, but I kind of ran out of time. It is a work night and I'm just trying to get a video in. So this is the pocket. This paper again is from Wild Rose Bohemian. This one is from the Paper Royale. It's called Distress Boho or Distress Bohemian paper. Really, really beautiful tones and colors there. So that is our second one. So I'm just going to stick that in there. I will finish embellishing anything that I missed off camera and will show you the pictures at the end. So this is the second Bohemian one we did on camera. We're only going to do one, did off camera rather. We're only going to do one on camera, which is another one for the At the Beach journal. So this is another one. Isn't that so pretty? I'm just going to love working with this gold stuff and the really vibrant colors, the pinks and the turquoise and the, this is like a jade almost. And I did do a gusset on those just to help them be able to hold things well. And then this is the card that goes in that one. I did round the corners on this one. You certainly don't have to do that. But then, oh, we got a little stickage. Stickage, come on. Sorry for the flippin' floppin'. I know that doesn't help either. So this one's, because it's taller, it only has 2 pieces of paper. But again, you have front and you have back. So we have this image on the back. Isn't she absolutely beautiful? This is from, let me look over here. I'm so sorry, I did not make a note. I do have all of the kits listed. Calico, it's not Calico Collage, it's Calico, oh my goodness. I want to make sure you have this information. Calico Artfuls is where these images are from. Absolutely stunning bohemian images. So look at her. Isn't she beautiful? So I'm curious about what this is going to look like. So bear with me a second. It's not terrible, I don't think. And then there's that, obviously that pocket. Again, it is also gusseted. So just to make it a little bit roomier, because I could always stick something else in there as well. Boy, that paper clip got all mutilated. So I'll make a masked paper clip for that one also. So let's get going on to the business of the day. So basically, the way I was able to get so much writing space is I actually used legal size paper, because obviously I'm getting another, you know, my paper is 8.5 by 11, so that I'm gaining 3 inches on the length or the width, whichever way you look at this. And so that's what allowed me to make a little bit of extra space in those pieces. You could certainly do it with an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You would just have to kind of fudge what I'm doing to fit that in terms of how many folds you would have to make up that writing space that you're putting on the back. So we've got some bits here that we're going to be applying there as well. And that was silly to let that paper clip get stuck. So I'm going to have to bend it to get it out. There we go. So we've got that one, Be the Light Always. And I'll link these as well. I got some new sentiments and they're beautiful and they match this like perfect. And then just a piece of lace. And so I already pre-cut these pieces just to save time, because I don't want to bring my cutter over. And so they measure the same size. So let me give you the dimensions on this as well. So this measures 4.5 by 6 1/8. Usually I round those a little bit differently, guys. But again, I created this afternoon when I got off work. And so, yeah, that's always kind of a crapshoot. So those are our journal card front and back. And so this is going to be the front in terms of what I'm going to be showing. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not putting anything on the other side in terms of sentiment at this point. I might decide to do that in the end, but not at this point. And then I did already just cut the piece for the pocket. This is from that same digital that I just showed you with the other pocket. So it's just an offcut from that. So it's from the Paper Royale distressed boho paper, so really cool. But it matches, the tones match exactly this, so I thought it was perfect. So we're going to start with scoring. So when I do this, I make my total pocket width 5 3/4 inches wide. My pages are generally 5 1/4 wide, so I want to make sure my pocket is not any bigger than that. So this one, if you see, measures 5 3/4, and that means I can take a 1/4 inch fold here, here, and here to get my gusset, and my pocket will be the exact size that I want it to be. So I'm just going to bring my score tool over here, and I'm going to go ahead and score in the places I just mentioned. Yeah, I think I want this to go kind of at the top, this more pinky color. So I'm going to put my other score line down here. So, and I have decided I'm going to change up my video scheduling because I'm really struggling with social media. I'm struggling to do the things I love on social media in terms of being in groups and commenting and liking and all of that. And I feel like if I don't do that in the group, I'm not going to post my stuff there because I don't think that's fair. Just come and dump and run and not be a part of the group. And I don't want to be that person, but I don't have enough time when I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. So I'm going to skip to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And that gives me a little bit, well, it doesn't give me any more time, I guess, Thursday. It still is only 2 days in between. Not sure what I was thinking there. Maybe Monday, Thursday, Saturday. I think that's what I was thinking. Monday, Thursday, Saturday. I believe that's what I was thinking because it gives me 2 days in between to catch up on social media, catch up on my YouTube comments because I'm severely behind and that matters to me as well. So obviously you guys will know what I'm doing when they post, but I'm still working out those details because those things are important to me. Being a part of the groups is important to me and I want to be able to give it the time it deserves. So I'm just folding those edges in and then just giving a quick crease. And this one, I don't usually do these, but I'm so glad that I'm remembering to do this. I don't know what they call it. I call it a gusset. I don't know if that's what it's called or not, but it just basically is a way to give yourself a little bit more room inside of that pocket for things. So there we go. So I think I'm going to put a thumb notch in this one. So I'm just going to take my my circle punch, which is a 1.5 inch, and I'm just going to center it here in the middle-ish. Okay. And I'm going to take a quick moment and I'm going to ink up this pocket and these pieces, and then we'll come back and do the paper that's going to go on the inside. Now you don't have to ink the back side or print on the back side because these are going to be back to back. I just print on the back of all my digitals just because I don't like to bump into digitals that are white on the back. So that's just my practice. And because I have the ink stain program, I'm not worried about it. So I was thinking about sewing. So I just want to pull this over and think through this with you guys. I was thinking about sewing around, not the ones I already did, but these ones. So if I were to sew around, I could totally do that because all I'd have to do is get this out of the way in my sewing machine, and I could probably do that. So I wonder if I could just kind of roll it a little bit when we get that paper attached so that I could sew around the journal card. I think I'm going to try that, guys. Are you up for it? I hope so. So let's set these aside for a moment. We'll need them for measuring, but we won't need them for gluing quite yet. I didn't talk about supplies. I do have my Fabri-Tac. I recommend it because you get a chance to move things around a little bit more than if you're using a white glue. Get that scoring tool out of the way. And so basically this is my, you can't see it all, but it is my legal size paper. And what I did is I automatically folded up a lip on it. So I'm about 1/2 inch. Oh no, this isn't printed on the back. Oh no, oh no. I need one that's printed on the back. Just a second. Oh, there we go. I just picked one that didn't have anything on the back. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. So let me get these. I need to, we'll trim off these sides as we go because obviously it's too long to put in my cutter. So that's okay. Nothing can go very smooth. So I do need to cut off the bottom though so that I can do my little 1/2 inch fold. So let me do that really quick, and that will all make sense here in a second. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fold this up again about 1/2 inch. You don't have to measure, it's not that precise. I want to show you one of them I did that the paper, the folded paper is not even, so you already see it there. Just because of the size of the card, I didn't have enough. I didn't have this much again, so this one's a little bit shorter. It's not a big deal. Nobody's going to be, policing you on that. It's not a big deal. So that's why this part does not really matter in terms of how much of a fold you do here. So I'm just trying to even that up. That was terrible fold. Okay, so then we're going to put this on here, and we're not gluing yet. We're just doing some measuring. So I'm accounting for taking off that edge. So I'm just going to put it right there. Okay, and it's you can see I've met the corner here, so we've got an exact corner, and I'm going to make a pencil mark at the top. That's going to tell me where to fold this. So I can remove that, and I'm going to just pick this up, turn it over, and fold where that pencil mark is for my first fold. I'm just lining up the edges here. Okay. Got a crease. Open it back up. Okay. So now we can... so see how we're not gonna, this is a tall card, so we're gonna only have 2 segments of our writing space, which is perfectly fine. So we're actually going to just cut this off here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn to my cutter and I'm gonna cut this off, and then I'm gonna trim off, well, let's get all of our measurements before I go away. Sorry, guys. And the sickness is already going around the school, so I have a little bit of a sore throat. So, such is life in an elementary school. So there we go. So I should be able to, I'll cut this off here, and then I'll cut this extra off, and then I'll cut this white edge off. Sorry, I know that's clear as mud. There we go. Easy peasy. So what we're going to do is, before we start gluing, we do want to ink this up because I like to have all of that grunginess on my folds and my edges. So let me do that really quick on the front and the back. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Phone ringing. That was my daughter, and it was a call that I needed to take. So it's all good. So we are just finishing up the inking process, and let's start gluing. So what you do is you've got your little fold down here. So this is that little 1/2 inch flap that we created. And what you want to do is you want to place the bottom of your journal card or whatever your piece of paper is, and you want to glue it on there like that. So I'm going to put my glue on here. Again, I am using Fabri-Tac. I am going to churn this a little bit just for my own purpose here. Okay. And then you're just going to stick this journaling card on there. And again, because we're using Fabri-Tac, we have plenty of time to move it around. So I'm just going to pick it up and make sure that we're square. Okay. As best as possible. Oh, we're crooked. What the heck? Thank goodness for Fabri-Tac. Boy, we're wide. What happened? Looks like we're wider on our paper for some reason. We've got a little bit of an edge. We can always trim that off though. Not a big deal. Let me show you what I mean. So we've got this little edge hanging over. I'm not sure at all why. I must have cut that crooked. Not a problem. So then what's going to happen is this is going to fold back on itself. So that's your writing space. And then you're going to open this up. Whoops, let me get the right side. So this is the back side of our first card, and you're going to glue the other card here. So that one's going to go here, and you just want to make sure it's going in the right direction. I found it helpful for me to lay this out like that. I think I did these wrong. It doesn't really matter. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So they're going both the right direction. So I'm going to turn her over, use my Fabri-Tac again. Okay, and we're gonna get it right up to that fold. Okay, so you don't need to worry about leaving room there. We're gonna have to be doing some trimming on this thing. I'm not sure what I did, but that's okay. It's all fixable. Looks nice and straight though. So let me just give this a second to set. So while that's getting set, let's go ahead and work on this. So I'm going to keep this one super simple. I think I'm just going to put this lace on here. Is this the way I wanted it to go? It's not long enough. Where was this supposed to go? Oh, this is supposed to go on there, not the pocket. I didn't find anything for the pocket. So what do we want to do here? Let me see if I can find some more of this lace. Oh, I didn't do the sewing. That's what I missed. I do still want to do that, guys. We're only 22 minutes in, so we should be good. And that's without cutting out any of my other inking and stuff. So let me grab this lace. This is just some coffee dyed lace I have done. So I'm just going to cut a length of it, and I think I want to put it on here. And we're all wrinkled. Let's get an unwrinkly part. Like there. Yep. Okay, we're going to just put that right here, and we'll just get another quote. So I'm just going to kind of put it down towards the bottom. Awesome. Need to grab a paper towel so I can smush my glue. Smush the glue. We'll put some other glue under those other edges that I didn't quite capture. One could sew around the pocket too. That would be kind of fun. Should we do that? I think I might like to do that since we're sewing the journal card. I think that would be a cool effect. So the trouble is you have to be careful because we just put wet glue on here. So let's give this a minute to set, and I'll stitch around the journal card, and then we'll come back and stitch around the pocket. So because I'll just open it up like that, and we'll be golden. Let's let that sit. So I'm going to turn to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew around the journal card. Okay. Okay, I went ahead and sewed around the pocket as well, but look at that. So what I meant by flipping this, I thought I had it on the wrong way. It doesn't matter. So you could have it fold this way and have that be your main image, or you could fold it the other way and have that be your main image. So that's what I did. I just reversed it. So there we go. So there's the pocket. Isn't that so cool? I love the stitching. Love it, love it, love it. So let's just trim off those extra threads. Sometimes I leave them, sometimes I like them. Okay, and so then we're just going to fold those back in so you can kind of get the look once the flaps are folded back in. That's so cool. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So I need to grab some more of these little quotes here. I just got my little bin. I've been cutting these up. So I think I want to do one in the same color. Choose love over fear. Adventure awaits. Go find it. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the little things. Okay, shine on, you star. You are unstoppable. You are not alone. Oh, I love that one. You are not alone. Okay. So, is one long there? I think they're the same size. Yeah. So I'm going to round the corners on this. Sometimes I like to do that. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do them too big and they look kind of weird, but we're going to keep them long. So beautiful. Love this color. These are from, I'll have to link them. I can't remember the maker of these particular quotes. I think they are from Inspirational Quotes, colorful, but I didn't put the maker on my little list. So was it this one? Shoot. Was it this one? I think so. Anyway, they'll be linked below in the description box. All right, so let's go ahead and ink this up. And we are just about done. I probably will stitch around the other pieces. I love that look, so I think I will do that. I don't always stitch, so, and you don't have to. Some people can get a little put off by stitching, and it's not required. I feel like that's really plain, but I might add a little flower. Let me see if I've got the cream flower. I think I do. Hang on. Let's just add a little something something here since we're right. We're doing okay on time. Oh, I actually think I want 2 of those, one on each end. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue this on. Let's try to aim for the middle. Looks good. I like to hold it up just to see if I can tell if it's crooked. Sometimes you can, it's a little more obvious. So let's go ahead and put these on as well. So I like to put a little on the middle and then on each of the petals. These I got from Joann Fabric. They have a new line of these little kind of flat flowers, which are super nice. So I'm just going to put that right there. It's got a funny little middle on that one. Not super fond of that. And then one on the other end. Just a cute little accent again. Pretty low profile. There we go. So cool. Love it. Stick. Okay, so let's put our little sentiment on here. Now I kind of do want it to show here, so I'm thinking I want to put it up at the top. So let me ink this one up. I've got another piece of lace I had pre-cut. So guys, I hope you will leave me some feedback about the camera issues. Are you noticing the same thing? Does it seem better? What's your opinion on that? I would love to know. So I'm going to just, I like these to be a little bit crooked. So that's why I have that straight edge on the lace there. And so I'm gonna start adhering there, and then we can glue as we go. But I'm feeling pretty good about this temporary fix. It's not my total resolution, but at least I can keep creating until I make a decision. Getting a big camera is a big commitment, and it's an investment. So I want to make sure that I make a wise choice based on my needs. So my son-in-law, hopefully I'll be able to get him to help me. He used to do photography on the side, so he's pretty good at that. Plus he's just smart. My grandson, or not my grandson, my son-in-law, Christopher, so my oldest daughter's husband. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that extra off. I did cut that extra piece, that extra that was sticking out on this off while I was off camera. I feel like I need a little bit more dark on this. So I will let you go, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.